Let's see. Pick up your calls here. Susan in Taos, New Mexico. Hey, Susan, what's on your mind?
Hi, Tom. How are you?
I am well. How are you?
Just fine, thank you. So I'd like to talk a little bit about Gary Johnson.
Okay.
I think that there's stuff that you don't know about him, maybe, that would make you more positive about him.
Okay. For example?
Well, I'm going to start by saying I've been a registered Democrat all my life, but I voted for him twice for governor of New Mexico, and he was a really good governor.
Right, but he's not running for governor right now.
I know he's not running.
And he's not running as a Republican right now, which is what he did when he was New Mexico's governor.
Yeah, but he had a libertarian bent even then, and he's really not a pure libertarian. So let me just tell you a couple of things that he did while he was governor, and one of them is...
But see, I don't care what he did when he was governor. What I care about is the platform and the party on which he's running for president right now. This is a very different Gary Johnson from the guy who was your governor. This is a guy who has become basically a vanity candidate, a perpetual candidate. Every 4 years he pops up, collects a bunch of money, lives off it for another 4 years, and then pops up again. And the Libertarian Party's principles are very straightforward, easily understood, totally privatized Social Security, and all health insurance that's provided by the government for anybody except the military. Even the military, they think it should be entirely privatized. Privatize the post office, abolish corporate income taxes, abolish the capital gains tax, so rich people are paying no taxes whatsoever on their investment income. I'm looking at the party platform.
Well, let's talk specifically about the EPA.
Okay, part of the libertarian platform is get rid of the EPA.
Okay, but that's not what Gary thinks, and I'll tell you what Gary thinks. He thinks that he wants to actually keep the EPA because he thinks that it's a proper function of government to protect the environment from polluters. Then
he's not a libertarian.
Well,
you can't have it both ways.
In many ways, he is. But
no, the whole libertarian theology, Susan, is very straightforward. Government should not be regulating business. In fact, if you look at the Libertarian Party platform, the contemporary one, you can find it at lp.com/org/platform. Okay.
Yes, I've
and
seen it.
Toward the very end of that platform, you'll find the most toxic stuff at the end of it. First of all, the beginning of it is all these nice stuff. Let's throw a bone to the liberals. Let's say, we're in favor of doing away with the drug laws and stuff like that. But at the end of it, you get this very clear statement that the way that problems like pollution should be dealt with is through the court system.
That's what Gary disagrees on, and he has said that it is the proper role of government to protect the environment from polluters.
And he is disagreeing with his own party. And if he gets elected on that party platform,
I know.
In other words, Gary Johnson's a liar.
No, he isn't.
Well, how can you run on one platform and then say something else?
The Democratic Party platform? No, she doesn't.
Actually, I don't know any part of the Democratic Party platform that Hillary Clinton is not right now running on. Do you?
Well, but she doesn't. She has been a pro-death penalty, and I think she still is. And the death penalty.
Okay, that may. I don't know if she is still pro-death penalty. She probably is.
Let me tell you what Gary Johnson has said about this. He said the libertarian position is, well, you can always sue. In reality, you can't. And that's why he thinks it's a proper government function.
But see, that's about 70% of the Libertarian Party's platform, because it doesn't apply just to the EPA. It applies to regulation of banks. If you got ripped off by your credit card company, their libertarian answer is hire a lawyer and sue. If you got ripped off by the guy who sold you your car, if the Libertarian Party platform or the Libertarian Party position and Gary Johnson's, as far as I know, is good luck, go sue. If you get ripped off, I mean,
I think that he's more. I would say that he is a pragmatic libertarian. So he's a pragmatist and libertarian.
Right. Susan, I'm not buying it.
Overall philosophy.
I'm not buying it. The Libertarian Party
works.
I am not buying it, Susan. Susan, yeah, Susan, I got it. I'm not going to debate this with you anymore. The Libertarian Party is a scam. The Libertarian Party was put together back in the 40s and 50s. Originally, it was FEE as a front group for big business. And if Gary Johnson wants to keep the EPA, I guarantee you he wants to neuter it. And I'm having no part of it. Well, thank you, Shano. Shano just looked this up. Gary Johnson says he wants to cut the EPA by 43%. Surprise! Okay, so he doesn't want to delete it altogether. He just wants to cut it by 43%. Shouldn't that make Democrats want to vote for him? Yeah!
To watch more clips from our programs, hit the Watch More Videos button over here. And please be sure to hit the handy-dandy subscribe button so you'll always be up to date. Tag, you're it.